All right, here we go. We're going to rejoin, see if we can move back up. Sitting 885th after getting some sleep. Played for about 4 hours so far. I've got a Sicilian here. Dragon. Usually knight c6 comes first. All right, let's go ahead and move this rook to the g file. I'd like to get my knight to f5, but I'm not sure we can do that yet. We can go ahead and queenside castle. All right, we'll attack that queen. Let's get this bishop closer to his king. Yeah, I guess that didn't really help. All right, I'm glad to get rid of that. I want to play f5. All right, we'll attack that rook, see where it wants to go. Okay. Now I've got to discover with this knight. Guarding the c3 knight from the bishop also. All right, I don't think there's a checkmate here, so. But we'll find out. Let's get rid of that dark squared bishop. Looks too dangerous, for sure. Now I can get rid of that dark squared bishop, and that's a checkmate. Yeah, he resigned. All right, a good start to the morning. Takov is next. Play a Scotch. Queen f6 is expected. Queen f3 is the line that we play. See if he wants to exchange. He does. Now he's going to take the knight. We're going to look for a big pawn center. See if we can force a weakness on the king side. Block the file. Alright, we'll gladly trade. Queenside castle. Get our own king safe. Attacking their H pawn, so it doesn't matter as much when we lose ours. See if he takes on c3. He doesn't. And we're going to slip in this knight capture first. Try and keep our pawn structure. I don't mind playing the bishop against the knight here, since we're up the pawn. Alright, let's see if we can get these pawns moving a little bit. F5 coming next. Look for a rook trade since we're up. Okay, so he goes for the rook trade. And that's going to take some conversion. Bishop trade should help us also. Yep, he doesn't want it. Alright, let's get rid of our double pawns. I wonder where that king is going. If I play king here, this bishop check is annoying. Is it? Actually, maybe it's not because I've got bishop d3. And of course, the bishop trade is still good for me. And now my king is getting in. All right, we'll take that pawn. And now we'll pick up the c pawn also. So we're up 3 pawns now. "37 seconds left. Need to get my bishop to a more active square. Keep the pawns on the same color as their bishop so the bishop can't blockade them. And that is checkmate. All right, we got some fire going. All right, playing the black pieces now. All right, ends up being an advanced French, not the end of the world. Excuse me. Guess rook c8. I didn't learn anything exciting in my sleep that's going to help in these advanced French positions. So this exchange, I think, is supposed to be good for us. Get this knight developed. I don't know where this bishop's going. Probably just e7 first. Oh, can't play a6 or we drop our queen, so that would definitely be a mistake. All right, we're going to take the queen now, then play a6. Looking for this square here. And I want the rook to take there, so I get this fork. I'm down a pawn, but the pawn is double B pawn, so not exactly significant here. Got to watch the time. We're down to a minute. My pieces are a little bit tangled here. We got double rooks on the 7th rank, it looks like. Yeah, our king got stuck in the center. Needed the castle earlier. Getting berserked by Maradog. A modern defense. Alright, make sure that pawn is guarded. We'll go king side. And this one's the queen, actually. Oh no, the queen is guarded. Never mind. Well, it would if the queen wasn't still guarded there. Does make his king move. Bring the rooks to the center. Alright, back this king up. He still has over a minute, so he's got plenty of time. Alright, now I'm just down the exchange. Yep, can't stop the queen. Well played, sir. Alright, we've got a French win hour. See if we can get rid of that bishop. Happy to exchange there. Alright, so we've got the bishop pair versus the two knights. Alright, guard the checkmate. Ah, that's a good move. Let's get to the next one. Joe Manji is up next. He's berserking us also. Just taking our time. We don't need to move as fast as he is. We have a nice position now, so. play c5 now. Bishop b7, rook c8. All right, well, he's only used 8 seconds, and he's not down any material yet. Check. Look for a bishop trade. Uh-oh, my bishop's pinned. Okay, now still pinned. I'm happy with a queen trade here, right? He might be able to win an exchange, but with knight f6, yep. He's down under a minute now. All right, if I have any chance, it's going to be getting this bishop involved. Okay. Dragging my bishop all the way up to f5. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to be able to stop it. Yeah, when I played bishop g5 to try and trade bishops and it was pinned, that was definitely not the right move. Gave him too many tempos to get out of his worst position. Another Sicilian. All right, run away. Just need the castle earlier. In every single game, just need the castle earlier. For the rest of my life. I don't even know if that's a useful pawn, but bring our rooks to the center. Maybe one on the B file now. All right, we'll attack that knight. I'm just going to go to F1 if he checks me. Attack the rook. Check. That was the idea. Get the rook to move so it's not guarding the other one. Bring it back. All right, we're up in exchange now. Need my knight to come in and do something. I'm down on time though, so I gotta be careful with that. Let's trade. All right, off for the rook trade. I have to still be careful about my king. Ooh, I guess I'm giving the exchange back by doing that. Bishop here. Bishop d5. Oh no, he's in check. Ooh, I thought I was giving the exchange back. Oh no. Didn't see his bishop was covering there. We got off to such a good start. We got to get back to it. Dr. Lee is up next, and he's also berserking us. All right. Keep the pawns so they aren't quite symmetrical. Queen's Gambit exchange. Let's play h6. All right, we'll just attack the knight for now. Guess we'll come back. It's looking for a minority attack. Play a preemptive a6. Bring the knight back that way. Okay, where's that bishop going? Not worried about his bishop, okay. All right, c6 is going to be weak, but we'll see if it's okay. My queen's a little awkward, though. This light squared bishop is not doing anything. I'm going to mess up my pawn structure a little bit to get all that off the board. Now I have some breathing room. Not much breathing room, though. Interesting. All right, how's he going to make progress? All right, maybe I can get in and take that B pawn. That looks like it's a good idea. Maybe it wasn't a good idea. Forward. Ah. Yep, ends up on the wrong square. Oh, that was a close one. Very close one. All right, 849. Alan, 725 is up next. Let's play an immediate C5, challenge the center. All right. Maybe A5 and bishop A6. Okay, we're happy with that trade. We probably should have played it earlier if we were going to. Now it's not quite as good. All right, guard that pawn. Put some pressure on the E5 pawn. Let's bring the other rook over. So if I take the e5 pawn, I don't lose the c5 pawn. All right, now let's grab the pawn. c3 pawn is also weak. All right, we don't want to get checkmated. Rook a7 should keep everything together. All right, now he's not on the c5 pawn, so we'll bring this back. There's no fork on d7 because my rook on a7 is holding that also. All right, we'll take on c3. I think he trapped his own knight there. He's trying to find a way out. And that knight is still trapped. Let's take that rook. And let's move our queen in. Get the rook lined up. 53 seconds to convert a position up a rook, which we should have no trouble doing here. A rook and some pawns. Now we'll just push past. Onward, pawns, forward march. Trade off rooks. Checkmate. All right. Kid 39's up next. They going to berserk us? They are. Thought they were. Okay, I'll come back. And we'll go king side. Ooh, that's not good. Kid 39 got us there. Scandinavian, Open 55 is up next. Moving fast. He's not berserking us. Alright, I guess we'll come back. No sacrifices on e6 in this game. Back the bishop up. Maybe I should have taken on f6. If he moves his bishop out of the way, I'll take on f6. Yeah, I'm going to take it. Put my knight in the center. Alright, let's trade off knights, I guess. It's not giving me much to work with this game. Okay, we'll attack that bishop again. Just kind of maneuvering here. This will double on the e file. Block the checkmate. Set my king up. I'd like to get more pressure on f7, but I don't think that's going to happen. Alright, let's put my knight on e3 then. Back and forth, back and forth. Lots of knight moves these games. Get our knight back to e5. I'm a little low on time, so I got to move a little faster. Ah. Oh, this isn't a rook. I can't do that. Well, I can. I get a couple pawns for it. Oh, no, wait, I've got to check afterwards. He can't take with the queen, or I have bishop takes e6 check. I knew it worked. Just had to figure out how it worked. I might just have to take the draw here. I don't have enough time to figure out what the win is. We got a good tactic, but it wasn't quite enough. With 20 seconds left, wasn't going to risk it, especially since I don't even have a streak going right now. Although we are up to 806th place. See if I can break into the top 600 here, or top 500 would be a nice goal. Agoo. We'll play an isolated pawn position if he wants to give us one. We'll move our knight out. Oh boy. Knew I should have played bishop b4. We won't waste our time with that game. Gotta keep it moving. We're getting berserked here by a Piro. London system. Supposed to play h3 here. Now we get the bishop. Alright, we'll take that guy too. Let's kick that queen out of there. Let's play f6. Alright, we'll kick that bishop back. Got out of the pin. See if I can get my queen in closer. Alright, we're on the queen here. Look for a queen trade. He says no. Alright, we'll pin that rook. See if that's enough to stop this attack. We also have queen f4 check, but I didn't want to play that yet. Does that rook sacrifice work? Looks like it does. That was a good attack. All right, a little under 8,000 people in the tournament right now. Mikel Cuomo is up next. Let's go bishop d3, protect that e-pawn. Alright, we'll attack that knight. Probably play a3, kingside castle. Actually, now we might go queenside. I'm really surprised he took on f3. We're on the rook. The knight is pinned right now. So I move this knight in for an attack. He says no. Alright, let's take this. Alright, we're down a pawn. I'm not sure how significant that pawn is. And apparently we're just going into an endgame now. Okay, we'll keep that bishop out. And I think I'm just going to move my king around. I don't think he can make a lot of progress here. Looks pretty closed up. Alright, I don't think this really helps him get in now. I might even be able to play knight g5 at some point. But that'll be very double-edged. Alright, so now we'll see if the bishop gets in or not. My knight's doing a good job of controlling the squares. Alright, now I'll jump my knight in. Hitting a lot of pawns here with the check. I can stop the h-pawn at this point. Now I might be close to winning. Step back here so he can't guard the pawn anymore. He's going to be in zugzwang. Keep the opposition. Alright, we won. Felt like a pretty good game. That puts us in the top 800 now. Moving back up. One Republic is up next. Maybe I'll put my bishop on a6. Huh, okay, he does exchange. Interesting. Let's take with the bishop. Be a little bit different. My knight will help control the e5 and c5 squares. In fact, let's just play c5. Okay, that was an interesting move. Gotta do a little retreat here. Lose an exchange here. Get this bishop out. We're on the queen. That queen is just attacking everything this game. Ah, pieces are so tied up. Guess my queen, this is the reason the queen doesn't belong on f6. We had to find out for ourselves. Yeah, I can't stop those pawns. All right, let's try and move into the top 500 before lunch. All right, this position is very symmetrical. See what he's going to do here. He's probably going to take my bishop. No, he also takes the knight. All right, let's run my king to the center. Out of all this chaos on the king's side. All right, we're down one pawn. I get a pass pawn going. Take the F file. Keep running, king. Keep running. It's done in 45 seconds. This check's really annoying. I'm trying to get out of the way of that. Okay, there we go. I guess I didn't really get out of the way of it. All right, we're coming up the board. Oh no, he's on my rook. Ah. Oh, but I was on his rook. Darn it. We had that. He doesn't want to checkmate us. Ah. So close, so close. All right, so how many points is the top 500? It's going to take too long to scroll. We'll just have to get there by winning. All right, we're getting berserked by FIDE Master. He's in 261st. All right, I guess we're exchanging. All right, we'll win this pawn. Even pawns. Now we're up a pawn. Now we're not. Alright, I think this should be a draw. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it was at one point. But not anymore. Haha, I tricked him. Didn't do much, but... Orkson 6349 is up next. See if he takes the knight. No, he does not. Queen h5 is more common earlier in the opening. Queenside here, interesting. Let's attack that bishop. And let's just get rid of it. Dark square bishop's just too dangerous in these Scotch positions. And let's throw the a pawn up the board. Create some weaknesses. Okay, that's a pawn. We'll be greedy. Alright, we'll keep pushing the a pawn. And I want to play queen d6 here. And then checkmate. He can guard it with his knight still, but we're also on the d7 square, which would also be checkmate if I take that with the bishop. Checkmate. All right, 774th. We're going to take a quick pause, go get more a drink. All right, and we are ready to continue. Still aiming for top 500 before lunch. Alright, Miss Miyagi. Nope, I wanted to play D6. Alright, we're playing a gambit. Okay, I guess he's just going to give the pawn right back. Alright, we had something similar to this earlier, a few games ago. And it did not go well. So let's do something different. Avoid giving up the exchange in addition to the pawn. He's not moving super fast, so maybe we can get some time pressure going later in the game. Guess he's going to play knight check. I'm going to play knight f6 next. Attack the queen. See where the queen goes. I thought that pawn, this is hanging. Okay, let's try and get some of these pieces off the board. So I'm just down pawns. All right, he's down to a minute. We've got a minute advantage now, which could be significant. Now he's down to 45, really taking his time on this move. All right, that looks like a piece. Is this another piece? Is it a trick? I'm not going to take it yet. Okay, he saves it, but I thought it was pretty risky to take it. I didn't want the queen getting this knight. Now let's see if I can get my king safe. He's down to 20 seconds. Okay, we'll attack the queen. Our knight is pinned to our king, but other than that, our position is definitely okay. In fact, here we can get rid of the queens. And he ran out of time. Position was lost too. I'll give myself a little credit. We now have some fire, 740th place. Lish CP is up next. The Caracan, first one of the day. All right, we'll take with the bishop. Let's play a check. Looks like an awkward check to deal with. Knight b5 looks annoying next. Now not as annoying. Guess knight g6 coming up. Yep. I can still play knight d6 here. Maybe it doesn't do much. Yeah, we'll come back. See if we can get this knight to move. All right, now we got some squares for our knight. Is he looking for another pawn? All right, I'm going to take it and guard that pawn. I didn't want to go down a second pawn. Let's get my rooks active. See if he'll create some more weaknesses. All right, get out of here. All right, we're on the A pawn. We're both a little low on time. Hmm. "54 seconds. Uh-oh. That rook looks trapped. Gonna have to play f3, I think. Looks like he's feeling the time pressure. All right, definitely glad to see that. Maybe I'm not that glad to see it. I'm lower on time than he is, which is unfortunate. Okay, that helps me. Ah, can't do anything with my knight. Okay, let's see if I can get a fork in. Ah, way down on time. Can't come back from 18 seconds down. Ringers. He's berserking us. Okay. Looking for a way to get in on the king's side. Attack the queen. Ah, darn it. Everything traded there. All right, he's down to a minute. We're down one pawn right now. It will take this pawn. And take here. I should have just doubled up. That was bad. Darn, the bishop doesn't have any good square to go to. Wow. Wow. I really thought when the bishop got to f3 that would be good. But he didn't have any square to go to after that. Ivram Brito is up next. Alright, let's get this other knight into the game. How do we want to do that? Maybe put on c4 or f1 to g3. In Chad, let's get a c4. Alright, I'll attack that knight. Hey, Alex plays chess. No, I mean, everyone can play in this tournament. I've been getting my butt kicked for 5 or 6 hours now. Alright, I guess we'll break that pin. This is uncomfortable, though. It's not a free queen. It's a queen, though. Let's get rid of it. Relieve some of this pressure. Alright, he doesn't want to take with the knight for some reason. Alright, let's bring our second rook in. Wouldn't be surprised to see, yep, knight f4. We're going to just attack his bishop, I guess. If the knight takes, I'll play king f1. Alright. Oh, he takes with the rook. Alright, so where does that put us? Even material? I'm down a pawn. Yeah, I would not be surprised if my win rate right now is around 25% also. I feel like I've been playing up 90% of my games. No, I can't take that knight. I gotta keep the pieces on the board. We're both under 2 minutes. I played this 1400 a few times last night. That was berserking every game. He was getting good positions too. Alright, we'll just keep this bishop. We'll just keep moving our pieces back to keep them alive until they go off the board. Because they run out of space. Alright. Just keep attacking. Make him think. Make him think. I'm doing a good job of finding moves that lose. Let's play rook here. So it's guarded by the knight. Because I want to play knight. Well, I wanted to play my knight up to d5, but I'm not going to there. Oh, it's getting uglier. Try and guard everything. We've got 2 knights, which are still tricky. Alright, let's run over here and get that pawn. Alright, I can get that pawn whenever I want now. Alright, see if I can get some tricky knight checks in. Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's got us here. But we'll make him play a few more moves. Got 25 seconds to find checkmate. This would be checkmate if I didn't have a knight there. Ah. All right, he's got 10 seconds to find the next move. I think he's got it. Oh. Two steps forward, 3 steps back. All right. We said top 500 by lunch, but at this rate, I'm never going to have lunch. Okay, let's guard that. He can have that pawn if he really wants it. He says he does. He's going to push here? He is. Okay. All right, we're going to have to open up our king to open up his king. Checkmate. Back on track. Just need to string in a few wins in a row. Victor Borisov. Okay, let's get my bishop into the game. Knight d7, look for c5. a6 to guard that pawn when I play c5. Knight b6. All right, we've got the bishop pair now. Good space on the queen side. It's a good position. He really wants to get rid of this bishop. All right, you can have it. You worked so hard. No, you don't want it? No? Okay. Let's keep his bishop out of b4. Yep, now he makes the trade. My bishop is better than his in this position. Actually, maybe I belong on this square. No, it didn't matter. It was the bishop that had to move. Put more pressure on b4 so I can push b4. Thought he was going to take with the pawn, get a passed pawn. Okay, does he want to make this trade? He's down to a minute. C3 is going to be very tough for him. Now let's bring my king up. If I can trade off that pawn for a couple others, I'll be in good shape also. Take that one. I'm attacking 2 pawns with my king, so I can give up that c pawn. Okay, now I'm going to have another pawn. And 2 pawns should be plenty. All right, he resigns. Very nice. With fire, got to win this one. Keep it going. This is the break into the top 700. Keep the pawns unsymmetrical. Knight to e6, attacking that bishop. Prevent the knight from coming in. Get rid of some of the threats on that diagonal. Oh, the queen came in there. I don't think the knight can do much on b6 other than be annoying. Doesn't have a place to go after that. And now the queen's kind of tied to it. In fact, bishop e7 can be a threat here. Now the queen can't defend the knight very well. And looking for bishop c7 now. That knight is in a precarious position. All right, now we attack the knight. And we take the free knight. I'm a little wary about putting the bishop back on c7 because of the pressure down the c file. Let's move my rook to the c file first. All right, now everything's nice and protected. All right, I'm willing to make some trades. This is exactly what I was saying about the c file being weak. But the queen's not going to take because the queen's in front of the rook. Okay. So it was exactly what I was saying, but not what I was saying. I guess he had the same idea, it just didn't work there. All right, this should be pretty simple. Bring my king over so my bishop can move. All right, and then we'll get them working together and win some pawns. Looking to get rid of the rooks. All right. Now the a5 pawn will fall. Keep his pawns on dark squares. All right, he's running out of things to throw down the board. Checkmate. That's some fire. Moved up 50 spots with that. All right, let's see if we can keep it going. Oh, we're getting berserked. Maybe we'll get this knight all the way over to f3. Replace the old one. Okay. There's a lot of pressure there, so let's go ahead and get rid of it. Guard the pawn, thread and checkmate. Okay, let's try and get that queen out of there. It looks a little bit too threatening, that close to our position. Okay, he's not giving up. We're going to have to use our king. Attack the bishop. Also blocks the b file so my other rook can come over and help. I didn't see that move though. Oh. Alright, let's run away. I have to trade queens or we're just going to get checkmated here. Fortunately, you never saw bishop takes h3. Keep running. Uh-oh. Looks like we're out of running room. Yeah, tricky double pawn push. Alright, 650th. Now I gotta try and get that fire back. Chaz is up next. $21.17 is our opponent. And he didn't berserk us, unfortunately. Well, it opens up my bishops a little bit. Get my queen over to the king side. Eyeing up the b6 square. See if we can be annoying over there. That's a lot of pawns coming at us. Fortunately, I don't think any of the pieces are trapped yet. Alright, we'll just guard that bishop. Seems like a good square for it on c4. Maybe knight f5 coming next. Alright, we got our pawn back. And we're on the rook. Now we'll attack that bishop. Alright, we've got some good initiative now. Attack the knight. On the rook, looking for h3, as the knight's pinned. All right, time pressure, so we're going to keep some pieces on instead of exchanging on e5. Got a 15-second time advantage at the moment. Uh-oh. He's catching up time-wise. Ah, I ruined it. Oh, I had that. That probably would have been my top-rated win, too. Over 2100 with no berserking. Katsuzeko? Katazeko. Or something like that. Alright, he's berserking us. Alright, a couple more wins. We'll break into the top 600. And that might be a good time for lunch. Knight e5 also looks good here. Let's go king side. Play d5. Open up the position a little bit for my bishops. Alright, this position's good for us. That's a nice move. I think I can just move my queen out of the way. It should be a good endgame for us. Not if he finds that move, though. Oh, it doesn't quite work, though. because my rook guards the queen at the end. That was almost really nice. But now the endgame isn't as good for us. Our pawns aren't nearly as nice as they were a couple moves ago. He's down to 25 seconds. So we're going to look to just burn some time, I think. Now both rooks are under attack. 15 seconds left. Check. Check. Out of time. There we go. Puts us in 640th place. Thomas VK is up next. All right, we got some weaknesses. I need to play f6 anyway. All right, let's see. How do we get out of this predicament? Guess we'll just attack the rook. Yeah, that's a good move. All right, we're going to pause. We'll be back after we have some lunch.